Alright, it's the 31st of October and this week's Nightfall on for sure, I know for a fact, on the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 is the Archive on Venus. The strike is really easy and can be soloed. Take your time, go for it, especially when you're at the bet with the 3 servitors. You make sure you take your time, use scout rifles and keep your distance, and then slaughter anything that gets too close to you. You can do it, no problem. But yeah, on this video clip you're going to hear me talk to myself and explain a few things, but I'm going to be rambling on. I'm going to show you a place to jump into, especially if you're a Warlock. That I know for a fact Titans are a little bit struggling to get into the position, but they can get there, and Hunters I'm not too sure about. So use a scout rifle and icebreaker if you got them, because you won't have to worry about replenishing the ammo for your sniper rifle now, because you're going to have to replenish it. You make sure that only one person can be seen by the archive and everybody else is staying back against the wall. That way he doesn't move underneath the rings, he doesn't budge from the spot, and he won't move away even if he's getting slaughtered. Because he's stuck and he's trying to shoot the hell out of you. And as simple as that. You can solo. Just take your time. And it's one of those ones, until Bungie fixes this problem, I will be using it because it makes life easier. And don't forget to leave a like and share with friends.
Got to be the Nexus.
Watch out. So at this point, we just cleared the last of the trash, and now we're making our way into the boss itself.
Can't do it anymore because we're at the last.
Everything else is pretty easy and plus pretty self-explanatory all the way up.
Yes.
So we jump forward onto this little tiny ledge here. You'll just notice it is like a 2x4 plank, but a little bit longer.
I've got my super.
Now we're jumping up to a tiny, small little ledge. And this bit is just a straight over top jump straight into the next platform. On my left hand side is the invisible wall. It covers that whole entire section bit. You'll probably see, well, I think it's in this one, that Slyguy is up there, and he is on the left hand side and he's standing in the middle of nowhere. Now we're looking for the Minotaurs to activate the boss itself, the boss sequence and all that kind of stuff. So the Titans obviously stalled back. Reaper TT.
Hi, do we white things?
Me and Sly are looking around. Sly's too busy dancing. So we're looking around. Knee activated somehow. Reaper's engaging some of the Minotaurs and drag them over in that direction. There's no invisible wall over in that bit where you drop down straight into. But there is everywhere else. Throw a couple of grenades down, see if I can hit anything. Nothing. So I'll take a look around, find a small couple of platforms and all that kind of stuff.
That's the reason why we can't see up. Nexus.
Now straight underneath us, since Reapers attracted their attention.
It's right.
That's the only problem with you're up here. If they decide to stay on the ledge,
the major ring, the last one at the bottom,
at the cave, the edge of the cave, and shoot down,
through the other ones.
it's not going to work so well.
But it was a case of getting it to go over, back to here.
Because that Minotaur is going to come from behind, and he also drags
I can shoot from here.
the archive towards the entrance so that you can't exactly see down and shoot. So he's shooting the invisible wall. You can see the bullets hitting there. They're just hitting it, hitting it, hitting it. I'm hitting it with a sniper shot. There's another Cosmo. He's still immune until he drops through the rings.
Yeah, because my grenades landed on. Sorry about that.
There you go. Slyguy standing on the invisible wall. But the funny thing is about the invisible wall,
Actually, it goes
anybody
out.
shooting down, up, can shoot through the invisible wall. So you have to be
Come on,
aware the
actually,
Minotaurs are still doing splash damage through that wall towards your team.
I just don't see any Minotaurs.
And obviously you're hearing me in more one-sided conversation because I'm using a microphone, I'm not using Connect, so the
You down
speech
below,
from my other two compadres are not coming
you
through
dead? No.
the TV to be recorded by the HDMI cable.
You know how the Minotaurs. You fucking nerfed it.
Yeah, I see one Minotaur over towards Reaper. See another one down there. So I stop running.
That's what I'm trying to do. Got one. Come on, activate. Do I have to do more fucking grenades on you? Don't get behind me because I need to jump up back up there.
Now I attracted the Minotaur's
Oh,
attention
you
and they know
accidentally pushed
exactly
me
where
off.
I am. I'm gonna see in a second on what happens.
Especially since I'm the one with icebreaker.
Yeah, I bragged I got Icebreaker and then
Fuck
they
off.
all start going,
I thought you're not special.
patience is the virtue, they say. Most of it is just trying to activate it.
That was on my.
That's what most of the time's wasted on.
I see one. Whoa! I don't know what hit me, but something did, and it exploded big time. And I was only shooting bullets, so it wasn't me. For certain ones, there's increased accuracy.
There you go, Reaper TP's down. So I know there's another one down there to the right hand side.
It's alright, I'm pure pummeling the fuck out of him since they shot you.
I'll deal with a Minotaur.
I'm getting pummeled. I know.
The only good thing about me being a Sun Singer is I can rebirth myself
Yeah.
if I happen to die up here. And continue on with the objective. But it should be activated now. That's about 3 of the Minotaurs down out of 5.
But it was I shot
Out
all
of
these
5
ones
or 6.
before.
And then you see there's the wall still there. Sly knows the game. He's just staying hiding until it activates.
Shot one. You haven't killed it. You just shot it.
Come on.
Nope. It's far. There we go.
The
That's
Nexus.
all I care about.
It's opening.
Just stay back, okay?
And then as you can see, the Nexus can shoot out through that wall. Because the splash damage is hitting that wall, it's going to go hit me as well. So I tell Slyguy to make sure he stays back, so he doesn't draw him out to another position or anything, so it makes it easier for me to shoot down at him. Now I just gotta get him to line up, so all his shots are blocked by the bottom ring. And there he is. This is pretty low ahead. The only problem is I'm in a bad spot.
Ladies,
And 3, 2, 1. And we begin. And as you can see, all his shots are getting collected by the 2 range just above him. So now it's a case of 3-4 minutes of me shooting the hell out of him.
I'm in the right spot, so
While the rest of my team wait. So, over and all, you can be sold. Because everything else all the way up, I know for a fact I can do it by myself. And now that I know I can get into plays to solo the guy himself. The only problem is activating them. That's the only problem for me. That means dealing with the Minotaurs.
My video recorder's working.
So that would mean a void-based machine gun or a void-based missile launcher to do maximum amount of damage. You'll realize I'll run out of ammo in my primary, but I wouldn't have to worry about my secondary. And there's a few goblins and harpies and that walking in front of the archive. But they can't shoot me or hit me because I'm too far up. I'm not on their radar, they're not on my radar, so it's a case of wait. Sly's away off to get something to eat. Reaper's just using this as an excuse to go get something to drink.
You pull my crosshair there. You shite.
Yeah, it's a little bit time consuming, but it's safe. We accidentally came across this and
Halfway in
when we
line.
were doing heroic.
Just stay there, okay? Because if you move, you might get his attention drawn to the other side. And try and show him.
I'm telling Sly to make sure he stays still.
I can see a
So I
shell
don't want
on
him
the
to draw
fucking
his
fucking
attention
side.
to the last side. The last time I did a Nightfall, there was another guy who was up on the ledge. And he was drawing the attention, so it was harder for me to find him to shoot him. But thank God for him, he's amazing. He was amazing. He was really good at sniping and all that quick.
Whoa, what happened? They came up with a red line across the bottom of my screen like somebody was leaving.
And find out in a couple of seconds later, it's a goblin, it's shooting up. So in actual fact, the only difficulty in this boss is to activate him. Dealing with the Minotaurs that are around his room before he's activated. If it wasn't for them, it'd be pretty easy.
Charges. It's the primary I had to use a pack on. We lost it. About say 1 something. Someone's dead. Very fast compared to the last time. Not even shooting at me a few times. So it's definitely one person. There you go. That's awesome. He's dead. I'm going for reap.
Great work.
Now we bring it down. Then go for reap. Done.
Could have been worse.
In other dark places, far out of our reach. We must continue to understand.
It's never quite the boss is
No,
not
it's
bad
up.
anymore, so yeah.
Easy and simple. All the way up to there and the boss now. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to leave a like,
Oh, wait, come here for a
hit that
second.
subscribe button, and keep an eye out
there's
for
one
more
thing.
videos by us. Thank you very much. Bye bye. And peace out.
That's worth a shot. Legendary? A legendary gun? Same, or shards, or energy? Prestige 5. 87 in the magazine. Fuck off.